Hey YouTube, Renee here, once again. This time I'm smoking Hearth and Home Bright Night. This is off their newer slow age series. This is a pure Virginia pressed cake. Um, it's it was a bit of a hard blend for me to want to review. Uh, Not that I found it, you know, difficult or anything like that. It's just that I wasn't sure if I wanted to review it or not, only because of what it really is. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is Hearth and Home, which is I think it's a Sutliff brand. As far as I know, maybe I'm confused. I don't know. So what you have here is it's a pressed cake. It's called a plug, but it's not a plug, as everyone knows. America, U.S. of A. Really, we really don't do plugs that much. We do pressed cakes. UK, they do plugs. But at any rate, this is a pressed cake. Now it's not so much. It's not that pressed. It comes in a pressed cake, but to be perfectly honest with you, it falls apart very easily, and it's just just it's well, I want to say it's almost crumbs, really, but you know, I don't know. Maybe it was just my tin. At any rate, but it was a little hard to review only because of what it is, and it's not that it's a bad blend. It's not, as I will, describe to you. But it's yeah, I find it a bit hard to come to terms with what this might just be. But anyway, let's get into it. What am I tasting? Well, as I said before, this is a Virginia pressed cake. So what you have here is Virginias. Now, it's a slow starter, okay? So when you first start out, the first, I would say, quarter bowl, it's not going to be very good. It starts off slow, but then it changes, and then all of a sudden the flavor starts coming in. At first, all you get, at least all I was getting, was just hay, grassy taste of Virginias that Virginia tend to have. But then, after like the first quarter bowl, then all of a sudden that a bit of a nice light sweetness comes in, a bready taste to it. It's almost like they become a little bit more stoved. The Virginias become more stoved inside the pipe, and it becomes a better smoke. It it behaves a little bit better for a Virginia, but it's still, if you draw on it too aggressive, it burns itself out. But you don't have to be delicate with this blend. At least I think that's what the press scene really does for it. It burns nice right off the tin. Actually, it doesn't really require that much time, really. Like I said, the press cake is not very pressed. The at least in my tin, it was actually kind of broken already. Not It didn't disintegrate or anything, but it was cracked, so which tells me it wasn't really pressed that well. But yeah, I don't want to come across as talking bad about this at all, but do I recommend it? I I mean, it's a good blend. However, it's something that I've had before. I gotta be honest. It's something that I've had before. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. If you guys have Virginias, if you guys have straight Virginia blends that you keep around because you try them, and you know, if you store Virginias, then chances are you have this blend. You have something that's going to taste just like this. If you have any Hearth and Home Virginias or Sutliff Virginias, I can almost guarantee you already have this. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I just feel that this is one of those blends that just sort of got repackaged. I'm not saying that that's what this is. I'm not saying that at all because I don't know. But I just get the feeling that it is, only because of what I'm tasting. And what I'm tasting is something that I've tasted before. The taste here is it's a nice taste, like I already told you. It's, you know, it starts off slow, but you know, then it becomes like a nice Virginia. But I've had this before. I've tasted this from Hearth and Home. Not in a pressed cake, but you know, I have tasted it. So, you know, unfortunately, I can't get over that. The simple fact that I've tasted this before, I've had this before. I can't tell you where or which blend because I have a lot. And yes, you guys know, or you might be able to guess, I have a lot. So I can't tell you which one. But for that reason alone, I can't recommend it. I mean, you know, am I saying don't go out and buy it because this is, you know, a ripoff? No, not at all. I'm not saying that in the least bit. But to me, at least, I feel that this is something that that I've had before from Hearth and Home. It's a good blend, but do I recommend it? I think that I think most of you, if you have Virginias from Sutliff, you already have this. But I mean, it's a good blend. You know, it burns very nicely, and you know, like I said, it's not that great of a press, but the pressing I think really does help a little bit. And will I ever buy it again? No, definitely not. I mean, there's no sense in buying this. I mean, I'm sure I can find more already in my cellar. But yeah, Hearth and Home, Bright Night. I wasn't expecting much, to be perfectly honest with you. I really wasn't. It's Hearth and Home, so I wasn't expecting much. So it's not really a disappointment. It's kind of what I expected from this, but it's not bad. Slow H series. All right, compadres, comadres. Well, I do apologize if this is maybe a bad review. I don't know, but it's honest. So, as always, thank you for watching. If you still are, vayan con Dios.